Italy, literally, me, even in the Philippines. Like a lemon, I'ma squeeze. Feel the pain leak.
I guess that's life. Why these real ones die? That's why I still feel they vibe. But we was youngins, really didn't know nothing. Smoking out the car and we always bumping. You wasn't perfect, but you taught me something. If you're hard in it, really love it. If it isn't, just keep on running till you reach your destination. I can feel this coming. Focus on the moment, but don't ever hold it. The present golden. Last call, try to keep it rolling. Flow born in the pot, keep it stolen. I don't even know why deep they see it's me. I smell like we dope in the deep end. Lost my beans. Say be in my jeans. Like a chick when she with me. Crazy. Crazy. Good Friday. It's a good time to be a trader and be learning. If you're a trader, you got to be learning. I locked in profits today on GSIT, 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 GSIT. That's what I tell them. I'll show you the chart here. The overall market, we're kind of getting some plays here, but it's kind of tough. Tough. There's little profits out there to be made, and the liquidity is getting drawn out of the market like we've never seen before. Still, they're still pulling money out of the market. The banks, the banks, they're still drawing liquidity out. So who knows what's going to lead to the small caps, if we're going to get more momentum here in the summer. I don't think so. I personally think I personally think they're going to oh, sorry. Ugh, there's some on my lip, on my nose. I personally think the market's going to squeeze up. What's going to happen? Big caps are going to squeeze up, and it's going to take another 6 to 8 months for the market to really come back to where we might have had it in 2018, 2017, 2020. But we're far off here. I mean, the most volume today on the stocks. Let me look. It's just kind of been slow, which sucks. But you got to wait for your opportunities. There's still opportunities. It's just up to you to wait. So if you don't wait, you're kind of fucked in this market. If you try to get the front side, you're fucked. Um, so the most volume right now, we're going into 11 o'clock. Into 11 o'clock New York time. The most volume traded is 50 million on a 2 cent stock. And then I guess we got FTCH, which is going hard here. Which has traded 225 million. But it's just getting absolutely crushed. Everyone's selling stock. It's a sell fest still. The last 2 years, people in small caps, if you're a small cap trader, and I really think the reason for this slow small caps is the Fed. Once the Fed pivots, baby, we're going skyrocketing. Because right now, the Fed raising the interest rates,
everybody stockpiled the cash because they don't want it to be risk to the market. We're still dealing with the bank blowups. The banks, they took bad bond positions last year, trying to hedge against the market. Well, bonds fell 80%. That's why you see Silicon Valley Bank, First Republic Bank go under. Bad bond positions. They lost all the investors' money. If you think your bank is safe, no. Some of these regional banks just take your money and trade. That's what they did. They traded it and lost your money. So, and it's funny because the Silicon Valley Bank was ran by the same people who pretty much created the 08 financial crisis. Same banking CEO who destroyed a bank in the 08 crisis, was a head of a bank, got destroyed, got laid off. No one got arrested in 08 financial crisis. No one got resigned. I mean, I guess he resigned himself, but he got hired again by Silicon Valley Bank, and look what happened in 2022, 2023. Just tried to go into bonds and got killed, annihilated, lost billions of dollars. So, and he finally got fired. He finally got, like, there's no more, he's not going to be in the banking sector. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know his name. I don't remember his name. I don't really care, but I'm happy that at least he got some punishment this time. MNK, why are you running? Not seeing any news on MNK. Any news? This could be a ripper, dude. Shorts are getting fucking annihilated already. I'll show you my profits here. I traded GSIT. I traded GSIT. Should have traded a couple more. I'll show you the charts. GSIT was a former pump and it got repumped up. And it was tricky this morning. Very tricky. I'll go into the charts here and we'll dive right into the charts. So, GSIT. GSIT. So, as you can see from a daily perspective here at the top chart, this is GSIT. Got over 100 million volume. Wow. I got 100 million volume here on this day. Fucking A. Cash, go. Go. If you want to go, Cash, go. Yeah. Good boy. So, 100 mil volume. Shorts got absolutely fucking annihilated here. Opened at 2, closed at 8. RIP, some hedge funds probably. Some people really probably lost money here. Especially on this. You don't really see a stock go down 50% pre-market and come all the way back pretty much. This also squeezed people. So really the edge on these stocks that squeeze up and get annihilated and are getting squeezed throughout the whole day, that don't pull back really at all. Let me tell you where the edge is. The edge is in the afternoon, waiting until levels get broken down, until confirmation is confirmed. Clear 6.5 level on the second day of the pump. which is day 2, which is right here. Day 2. We're on day 2, which is right here. After this huge squeeze out, it's hands off, okay? It's hands off. I would say until we get a pullback, and I would say right here, if I only had this information, if I only had this info right here, I would be looking for a flush under 6, and to add, probably maybe add at 6 when it flushes, it breaks, and then look for the next spike up, which would probably be around 580, 570, and hammer and short, risking these highs at 6. But it didn't, and we waited. So you had to wait. Oh my God, MNK is just squeezing. Ugh. So your edge is waiting until 6 breaks, but it squeezed up some more in the middle of the day and gave a perfect line. Here it is, guys. Here it is. Gave us a 6.5 line. So you gotta wait for that. 30 minutes to go in the day, they decide to take it down under 6.5, quickly under 6. And the edge here is waiting for the pop. Looks like at 6, they popped it, perked it. They perked it to 610 after they dropped it down to 560. You could have got in on this drop below for 650, this drop below 6, or waited until the spike to 605 after the drop down to the 560s. And then you get a clear nice 10%, but it is sketchy to hold overnight, so, and hold during the afternoon, the aftermarkets, because we've gotten squeezes. The market makers will just squeeze the fuck out of you. They don't give a fuck. It's after hours. They can pull it up after hours, bring it back down pre-market, get your stop, and move on for the day. Make it seem like the stock didn't really go anywhere, but it went up another 100% on you. Aftermarket and pre-market dropped another 50%. So they know how to get your stop, and you just gotta wait. Waiting is the edge in this market, and a lot of people lately see a stock and they want to short it, like MNK. Short sellers are getting squeezed from 2 to 3, or actually from 1.5s to 3. 100% mover intraday in the matter of an hour. And you know, I know someone is in this short, because you see this volume here, guys? It tops at 3, the volume, and we haven't gotten more volume than at 11. We're now at 11.10, but we're higher in price. If we're higher in price with less volume, a short seller is getting squeezed. Let me repeat that. If the stock is higher on lower volume, someone's getting squeezed. Someone's holding through this. And that means the price is just going to keep on going up, which it's at 360 now, 370s. So once you see this as a long, that's when you got to get in. And if you see a stuff with high volume, that means it got stuffed out. But buyers are really putting the shorts ultimately have more money, guys. On right now, in this current market environment, shorts are winning. The last 2 years, 3 years, shorts have been winning. Only the sector, okay, every 4 months or 5 months, we get a sector. A couple stocks that run. I mean, last one was like the tech. One was because it's just low floats. And then we had the last one was like a biotech. like FDA news shit. There was some stocks running, but usually this sector momentum lasts longer. It hasn't lasted long at all. Liquidity is still getting drawn out. We see pops, we see drops. So short sellers have more money right now. And I think it will all change. Everything will change in the market once we get a Fed pivot. Once we get a Fed pivot, then we will start seeing breakouts happen. We will start seeing bids getting bought up. Once they raise the debt ceiling, that's a whole nother topic. The debt ceiling, what the fuck's up with that? Goddamn Biden claims make America great again. Republics are holding it hostage, even though President Biden took 100+ days to get to the negotiating table with the new Speaker of the House. People are playing politics when politics should not be played. And that's America. I mean, we're gonna get a time in our life. We will see America come close to catastrophe. And this could be it. I mean, they shouldn't raise the debt ceiling. If they did not raise the debt ceiling, which for some reason I can see happening, I could see them not raising it and cutting down their budgets and getting this shit show in line. They have to. If they don't, it's just going to get out of hand. It's going to be a terrible, terrible thing in the future. And it's something we don't really want to keep on going any longer. We got to face the pain now. And we can do that, I feel like. It would just take probably another 30% off the whole market. And a lot of countries would probably start pressing us, but we got to do it. We got to do something to this debt because it's bad. But they're probably going to raise the debt ceiling. You know, last time they raised it was in 2020. I'm pretty sure 2021. They raised the debt ceiling, and ultimately, they raised it, and we're right back to where we were 2 years ago. Terrible. But let me get into the charts. I haven't even got into my buys or sells here today. We've been just going over GSIT, ENVB we haven't even touched, W key, XELA could have been a play. We got a lot here. And I gotta get going. So let's get into it. So as you can see, 650s on GSIT, you got to hit that short and cover into the flush, okay? Other than that, it's hands off until we see some type of, oh shit, MNK probably just topped out. That's a very toppy looking chart, and I should be playing it, you know? Gave a nice key line at, honestly, at like 3.5. 3.5 just got broke. I want to wait until the 340s break because it's holding pretty nice. Actually, the 330s. How about that? 330s break, and then waiting. I'm gonna wait for a spike to short. But we haven't really. Okay, so I want to be long is the thing, but there's no multi-day breakouts. So I'm sticking short until I see multi-day breakouts. I actually played this GSIT 2 days in a row. So I played the bounce short up into this resistance here on this day, yesterday, I was looking at these levels here and seeing, okay, it got crushed here around 530s, 540s. So when I seen it go up to the 530s, 540s from yesterday, um, that was key for me to look for an entry here, and I did. So 530s topped out on this. Volume is very nice, very clean blowout top volume with a the buyers here flipped right to sellers. It was so clean to see in the flush. I love the action on GSIT. Everybody has to learn from this one right in here was the momentum shift. If everyone can start learning how to spot momentum shift and topping action, and from when the buyers switch to sellers, I seen it on the level 2. That's what you got to look at. But anyways, seeing it flush down to the 490s from the 530s, I said, okay, 510, I want to be short, risking the 530s, and I did. Shorted 508, 512, average was 510, and I took it down to the 470s here. Covered here, and then I covered up in here, but I could have been more patient, but I headed to the gym, and I locked in here in the 470s, but I could have waited till the 450s down into here and locked in a little bit more yesterday. So I come back from the gym yesterday. It's squeezing, so I'm like, great. Probably is going to be a good short tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning, and I seen the breakout level here was at 7. So if it got out above 7, I was looking for a breakout. It was at like 680s this morning, and I said, okay, this is crazy. We could get a breakout, so I was hands off until this flush out. I started buying a dip shares. Sorry, I started dip buying shares, and I ended up selling in the 550s, but I fucked up because I rebought on a dip. I seen this, and I think I did. I bought like the top on small size because I thought I was gonna break above 7, but I should have waited, and it got stuffed right when I entered the buy. So I quickly just got out, and let me see if I can pull up my actual chart. Or let me look at my orders here. So 620s I started shorting. So right here, when it got under this last spike, I started shorting. Hella shorts started piling in because that's what they do. They see the bid getting weak and the short sellers start piling, and this is what happens. You get moves like this, and I covered like half into here, and it squeezed me. I covered. Oh, I got the hiccups. I covered on this dip, and my average was like 6, where I covered on this dip, and then I ended up just breaking even on my last little bit of shares. And I want to say I tried to reshort it again up here, and then I covered just a loss, and then I broke even again on some shares. But yeah, GSIT was a winner today. We'll see what it does. It's honestly, it's looking so good for this will probably get below 6 and fade off down into the 550s, 540s, 520s today. Or just have a consolidation day, and tomorrow will be the day to break out above 7. So we'll see. I gotta go to work though. Kind of sucks. I can't really stick around to see if it fades. Gotta go to work. And then ENVB, what a fucking ripper here. So this monster of a stock was getting pumped up yesterday, and shorts got fucked up again. RIP shorts. I was honestly, I got shares of short in the morning, but I knew this was possible. So I didn't even. I was just kind of waiting for a spike to 4, honestly, and here we got it. And I started looking, I started eyeing it, and I was so close on getting filled at 4.2. It's ridiculous. This stock flushed down real quick to like 410 and then it spiked up to 450. I was like, okay, good thing I canceled my order and didn't get filled because this thing's going higher. And then all of a sudden, huge sellers, boom. It's like they fucking 4.5 hit some fucking trigger and dumped literally thousands of shares onto the market and halted within seconds. I was trying to get short. I was just too slow. I could have actually gotten it if I would have probably paid more attention and just kind of shorted. But if you didn't get your shares up here in the fours, twos, and 430s, 450s, this is kind of a tough fucking trade unless you get it here at the right here or this four spike. If you can get that 4 spike short, risking I would say 440s, 430s. You got a good trade on your hands because it'll most likely fade off, which it is, but it's only faded really 10% from the 420 level, well 15% kind of. So this one's very tricky. Not much range for how much it could spike. It's really not worth it, but I almost made it worth it just because I'm fucking dope. And I could have made it happen, but I was too slow. TIO, recent pumper, getting spiked back up into the 510s. People took the bacon on that one yesterday. I am up. I'll show you here. I am up. Actually, I'll show you right here. So I'm up on the day about 42 bucks. Actually, I'd say about 30 because I paid $8 in shorts. 12 bucks on GSIT. I was up like 30 bucks on the long, but then this was from the bad dip buy. I actually locked in, and yeah, that's just from a bad dip buy. But and then I nailed 54 bucks on the short, so I ended up with $42.44 on the day. And my back is against the wall on PET. I gotta tell you, I'm fighting to stay alive. Because I was taking bad longs, just terrible longs, and for no reason. I mean, I would see like I would just justify risk reward when it wasn't even a good setup. I mean, the risk and reward was there, yeah, but I was just getting stopped out trade after trade after trade after trade because these stocks, they look like they're going to break out on good risk, but no, we'll just get a fucking huge short shares comes in and destroys it. And that's what's been happening. So I have to wait for the perfect plays. There hasn't been many perfect plays. I feel like real soon, the edge is about to come out on GSIT, EMVB, W Key. W Key honestly had SpaceX News. WKEY had SpaceX News. Ran from 2.4 to 3.8, and now it's at 2.8. I was too scared, so I didn't take it. TIO, wow, someone's out. But we just can't get any real 7-step framework follow through. It's so choppy. If you're a trader, you got to be taking your singles, and I know nobody right now is making record profits. Nobody is making record profits right now. Let me say that one more time. Nobody is making record profits. So you got to be studying. Study the past. Study what happened in slow markets, how the market moves. Study last time they raised interest rates. I think the last time they raised was in 08 and they fucking crashed the market. Ended up crashing it. I'm surprised the market's where it's at with all this shit. But I think, okay, personally, something's got to happen or change with the housing market. And I think the Fed, with the interest rate, is trying to really make people feel the pain of the housing market because it moves in cycles. And it takes some time for these interest rates. Sorry, my fucking eye is so itchy. It takes some time for these interest rates to take effect on homeowners and pricing. It could take years. So I think 2025, 2024, this year, I think we're not going to see good shit happen. But 2024, 2025, I believe that we might come through and get the interest rates up. If they start raising, what the fuck? If they start raising interest rates now, they're fucked. So we'll see. Everyone have a good day. Have a good night if you're overseas. I'm about to head to the gym. Get a little hot tub action in maybe. We'll see. I've been fucking tired at the gym. Haven't been wanting to go really. I've been working too hard, you know what I mean? But keep it chill. Keep it real. Frozen ice. Dirty D is out. Doses.